Hi, you're listening to
The Four Takeaway Podcast.
where we talk about anything and everything on the menu, from movies, music, gossip, news, etc., through the eyes of four rather weird individuals.
I'm Heiko.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Hammad,
I'm Yas.
and in this episode, we ask ourselves, am I the butthole?
Would you like that for dining or for takeaway?
For takeaway.
Orders up.
That's right, we are tackling r/am I the hole, making ourselves making our moral compasses more pronounced that way.
So, how are you guys?
Well, the more pressing question should be, how are you with you? What? How are you with your new spectacular set of specs? That's right, people.
Well, I'm enjoying it.
Hannah can see clearly now.
I wanted to have glasses.
The rain has gone.
Yeah.
She can see all.
She can
her
see all the
obstacles
obstacles
in her way.
It's gonna be a bright.
Bright.
Sunshiny day.
Sunshiny
Shiny day.
Sunshiny day.
Yeah, question is, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I've always wanted to have glasses, and I have it. But it's
And
just
y-
baby
and y-
glasses.
You know, like, she doesn't need them.
I do.
She needs
kinda
them for
do.
the drip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how about you guys? How have you been doing?
Well, at first we should get the mask matter out of the way, because that's totally a violation of my freedom.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely.
Yeah. I
Did you
should-
guys see that video of these, like, two YouTubers that went around, I forgot what beach, but I think it was in Florida. And
Of
then
course it's in
they
Florida.
went around with, like, a sign that says free masks.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And then gave people free masks.
And they were
then-
mad. The people were mad.
Oh no!
The
They
people were
like,
attacking them.
they were
Why
like,
don't?
No, I don't want any. Yeah, they would be so angry. Yeah. I'm gonna like post it on the For Takeaway story later so that people can watch it. But it's so stupid and crazy. One guy even like went off of his bike to challenge the two guys
To a fist fight?
because yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you're unconstitutional. You're not. Oh, everything.
Of course, it's a
and then,
cyclist.
and then, yeah, another is like a
What?
couple. The woman said, like, it's against my religion. I'm a Christian, and I shouldn't wear that. Blah 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 blah. So that's crazy. Wear your masks, everybody.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
so easy. I always like the one that people say the only thing hard about wearing a mask is the face recognition on your phone. So it's not hard to type your passcode, people.
Bless you. Put your mask on.
Well, of course you can choose
Yeah.
not to wear masks, but then you should stay the fudge home, people.
Yeah.
And stay home.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wasn't there butthole in the title of this thing?
Yes, speaking of buttholes, what we're going to do today is we are going to consult a certain website, one of the four horsemen of the internet apocalypse.
4chan. Facebook?
Negative,
Reddit.
both negative. Reddit, yes.
Reddit.
Reddit and
I was
Tumblr.
thinking about that.
Tumblr would have been my third one. Reddit, the fourth one.
Is Tumblr
But yes.
still alive?
Yes.
Barely.
It's barely hanging on, and
I hate to say this, but when they banned 18 plus content on there, it practically
Everyone
killed
left.
the site.
I know.
Everyone
That's what I
left.
wanted
Yeah.
to say, because for about how many years Tumblr is just known for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I went to the dark web.
Oh,
No, go
It's
on.
just better there, you know.
Yeah.
Less
More organized.
censorship.
Introduce us to what you are going to be talking about.
Yeah, and we
Yes.
might offer our rebuttals. Get it? Because there's but in the
Rebuttals.
word. Ah.
Ah ha ha ha.
Very cheeky. Anyway, yes, go ahead with the intro.
As Kuya said, we're going to be asking, not necessarily are we the butthole, but we're going to be reading you stories of people asking the subreddit page if they were the if they were the butthole in the situation. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna read the story, or Kuya's gonna read the story, and after that we're gonna talk about it and determine if A, they were the butthole, or B, they were not the butthole, or C, everyone sucks there.
I
or
love
everyone
it.
sucks
I
here.
love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Are these special circumstances?
Yeah, they're very specific
Circumstances.
because they're like real.
We were just talking about how
Circumstances.
Filipinos change the accents of the word, and here I
The
am
stress.
doing it.
And they can do
these are
that
special.
like in a matter of
They're
seconds.
special 'cause
people.
they're-
Sometimes I talk to Hannah and she's like perfectly like talking English to me, and then she would turn her head, talk to her brother, and be 100% Filipino.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
weird thing. We all, the three of us, as I've
But you would still speak
observed
English.
over the time,
Just
we all speak English, yes, but we all have different accents depending on
Yep.
who we talk to.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We have
Our
Arabic
accents
accent for people who are Arab that we talk
Or
to
Arabs,
in English,
yeah.
and then
Filipino.
we have Filipino, and then we have proper English. But anyway, so yeah,
Yeah, proper English, like
relatability.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're gonna read the first story. By the way, the stories vary in length, but never mind.
just go on.
Kuya's gonna start. Yeah, Kuya's gonna start
Okay.
with what's the title of your first story?
Am I the butthole for telling my son to not be a loser like his mother?
Oh,
We're going in
Well-
deep, boys.
Wait,
There's a story.
what do you
in
guys
this.
think of the title first?
Oh, so that's not the entire story.
So
No,
so
no, no.
this guy is questioning himself whether he did.
Everyone is
Okay.
in the subreddit.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, just
Okay.
continue. I won't say anything. I won't comment
Okay, let's
until
go.
the
All
story
right,
is
all right, all right.
finished.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 paragraphs. 5, actually, because there's an update. I had a fling with a woman 24 years ago that resulted in a pregnancy. I absolutely had no intention of being with her, but I intended to be a hands-on father. She's basically trailer trash. We have
my
we
gosh.
have always had a contentious relationship, and maybe I made the mistake of not being as forceful as I should have been with her, but I wanted to spare my son of watching his parents tear each other apart.
Forceful.
Oh, what
Despite
an angel. Okay, cool.
Despite this, he was a really good kid until middle school. He had 2 polar opposite parents to rebel against, and he decided to rebel against me. My relationship with him became as contentious as with his mother.
No.
The only thing that remained positive was that he was very good with his younger half-brothers and my other wife.
Oh my god.
But it's hard trying to straighten out your kid when his mom is working against you. By middle school, he chose to stay with his mother 6 out of 7 days a week. I just didn't have the same influence on him as she did. He dropped out of high school when he was 16, and that broke my heart because I have both a bachelor's and a master's degree. Then he entered his drug phase for a few years that nearly killed him. I paid
Okay, hold on.
Oh.
I am so amazed that he could tell everyone's mistakes, apparently, and really put himself up. Like, oh, I have a bachelor's and master's. Oh, we're polar opposites, but he chose to be like his mother because I'm the best dude in the world. Ugh, okay,
guess.
continue.
I paid $40,000 for him to go to rehab at 22. Sad part was that he was the youngest patient by far, and when I went to visit him, people saw me as the butthole parent because he had nothing and I drove a BMW. Parentheses, that's what happens when you sell everything for drugs. The only consolation
gosh.
was that
Wait,
they
is that
thought...
you talking?
No, that's actually typed in.
Ah.
Wow, okay.
The only
Okay.
consolation was that they thought he might have borderline personality disorder. I still pay for his Suboxone. Subbox one.
Sir Box 1.
What is that?
Suboxone.
Mm.
Yeah, Google it. Let's Google
let's
it.
pause.
So some sort of treatment
Under the brand
drug.
name Suboxone, among other, is a combination
Oh,
medication that includes buprenorphine and
His meds.
to treat opioid,
Opioid.
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 Opioid. He's treating
Want to
his
call your teacher
opioid.
right now? Tell him how
opioid
well you pronounce things.
use disorder. So it's for drug abuse.
His meds, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a few therapy sessions with his mother, and they both ganged up on me and blamed me for his being an addict, when the reality is that he wasn't using or acting out when he was with me.
Wait, the therapist and the mom?
No, he went to therapy with his son
Oh, and
and his
they
wife,
both, the
and
son
they
and
ganged
the-
up on him, apparently.
Okay.
When he got out, he disappointed me again by moving in with his mother, who is an enabler. Both are skilled manipulators. I just couldn't focus all my energy on him, so we became estranged. He recently reached out to me for money for dental work, and I am shocked about his appearance. He's almost 25 but looks 40, smokes a lot, drinks a lot, and has a ton of guns. I agreed to pay a dentist to fix his teeth, and I told him I was concerned for his well-being. That caused him to go off on me. I asked him if he was done, and he said he was. I said all I have to say is that I hope you don't end up like a loser like your mother, and hung up. Apparently they're on the phone. Obviously holding back isn't working. Edit. I have never called my son's mother trailer trash to anyone but my wife.
Oh, that's
Except
cool.
he said it
Like
to a ton
that
of
makes
people
a
on the internet.
difference.
And then another edit. I did speak to my son today. I told him I am exhausted trying to help him straighten out his life, especially when he has so much potential. I told him that I will help him, however I am putting limits on that. Yes, I will pay for his dental work and his meds, but he's going to have to start accepting consequences. All he said sarcastically was, "Gee, thanks, Dad." Then I realized I'm dealing with a borderline personality, and maybe I should just give up. So there.
There,
Okay,
Dad,
there are
that's
a
not cool.
lot of things wrong with this.
Okay,
First
me
off,
first.
he's-
Me first. What I find very suspicious is that he said that they were ganging up on him and that the mom and the son are manipulators, but he never really kind of describes what it is that they that
Manipulated.
or what it is that they're criticizing on him. What-
Ganged up on him about, yeah.
What they ganged up on him about. What is it the dad has done that justifies all this ganging up?
Yeah, why does his son hate him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's so
It's-
blind to
it's
his
not said here.
wrongdoings that he doesn't realize that everything that happened was caused by what he has done.
Yeah, he must have done something wrong as well to for his son to be like that. And starting your Heiko, are you done?
For now.
Okay, starting with your story with I had an affair.
With a trailer trash woman.
A fling. Oh, sorry, not an affair. A fling. And that resulted to having a son. Starting your story like that, that's already, wow.
You
alarming
gotta
for
put
me.
yourself there, brother.
Yeah, that's already done for me. That's it for me. I didn't have to listen to the
Yeah.
whole thing. That
Yeah.
was already one big chunk of
Like, dude, if you're
Of-
not gonna wrap it up, just wrap it up. Know what I'm saying?
and yeah, and to think that he would even talk about how he held his affair, his trailer trash. He would call the woman trailer trash, and I
But-
didn't tell that.
But he never called her trailer trash, except,
In front of the whole world on the internet.
yes, except in front of
Yeah. Yeah, and he didn't tell his wife. He only told everyone else.
He said he
Is that what
did
he
tell
said?
his wife, but no one else. His wife
Wait,
owns
what?
the internet.
I have never called my son's mother a trailer trash to anyone but my wife.
Anyone but his wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And typing it on the internet is not telling the world.
No, that's really just opening this up to just a few people, just a very
Yeah.
selected few.
A few people. There are 1,100 likes on this thing, not
Well-
to mention the dislikes.
Well, not everyone
also-
speaks English.
2 million, 2 million Redditors in this Reddit, and it's one of the hottest posts ever, all time.
I can't believe this person would even try to.
Maybe he wasn't expecting it to blow up like that.
What does
What
the
was he
audience say?
expecting? That everyone would be on his side? Oh, you're not the butthole. You're such a good dad for having an affair, having a son, dealing drugs, and calling your son a person with borderline personality disorder without him even being diagnosed. Yeah, you are such a good guy. Was he expecting
He's so like unaware of what he does, like of how
I
he
feel
is.
like he has a lot of insecurities.
Well, but
Yeah.
he
First
has a
off,
bachelor and a
he
master's
opens
degree.
up by swinging all over the people that he hates, i.e.
Right.
his wife, no, not his wife, his
that?
fling and his
fling,
son.
quote
And then
unquote.
throughout this, he showers some humble brags, like
Yeah.
he has bachelor's and master's degrees. He could pay
Has
$40,000
BMW.
for a rehab. He drives a BMW. He could
He
pay
sells drugs.
for. No. That's not what he said. He said he drives a BMW, and his son doesn't because he sold everything for drugs.
Oh, okay.
So he is not a drug lord. He doesn't sell drugs and makes fun of his son.
Okay, I'm
We don't
sorry,
know what he
I
does,
misunderstood
actually.
because the way that the sentence was constructed, he put the close and open parenthesis right after saying that he has a BMW. Okay, I got it.
All right.
What does the
And-
audience there say? Do they give him
Oh, it's a resounding butthole.
butthole?
Okay, good. I was worried.
The part where he got tired of helping and is almost on the verge of just giving up. Mm-hmm. Here we go. And I quote, "Yes, I will pay for his dental work and his meds, but he is going to have to start accepting consequences."
Right.
The fact that he's more concerned about drawing the line and consequences than helping his son just says a lot about his character.
Right.
Yeah, and putting this much time into this post and probably just following up on all the comments and all that, isn't that the time he could invest in maybe getting, I don't know, a counselor or like some form of professional help? I mean, he's really in the need.
I mean, he did pay for $40,000 for rehab.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah, something
Yeah.
tells me that he's more interested in telling his story and making himself the victim than in actually improving
Exactly.
upon
Also
himself,
putting himself
and
up,
the
yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
Off to a
so
good start,
verdict.
people.
This is Dr. Heiko, PhD speaking.
Verdicts, people, verdicts.
Dr. Heiko,
What do you think?
PhD.
Asshole, no asshole.
Is,
Blah, no,
is
remove
that redundant?
What, Matt? What was your question?
Let's give the verdicts. Butthole, no butthole, every butthole.
Well, level 99999 butthole.
Yeah, but
It's over 9,000!
I myself thought that it's just everyone's a butthole here.
Well, we'll see. I am excited for the next story.
no.
Yeah.
He means in that story.
Oh, okay. Gosh, what am I doing? I'm sorry, guys. I'm fasting. I haven't eaten. I keep misunderstanding.
But yeah,
Okay,
it's just
so-
a situation all in all.
Are you hangry?
Yeah, I think everyone is a butthole, but the son is a product of buttholes. That's why
He's a victim,
he became a butthole.
With
But
two
yes.
buttholes.
Yes,
He's
everyone.
a victim of two buttholes.
But why is he calling the wife other wife?
That I don't know.
Shouldn't he be just
I do not
saying
know.
my wife? Because
He should be.
according to him,
Maybe he actually was married to Miss Trailer Trash, but then it was just a fling to him. You
Yeah.
know?
yeah, that's why I kept thinking that he had an affair because he kept calling the wife other wife, not my wife. You know?
Yeah, I see.
Anyway,
Okay,
yes,
cool.
yes, okay. So mostly
Anyway.
a-holes,
It's Yasin's turn
mostly
now, right?
buttholes. Yes.
Yeah.
So the title is Am I the Butthole for Telling Off My Daughter for a Horrible Comment Toward Her Sister Even Though She Feels Like She's Correct and Justified?
Come again?
But okay, am I the butthole for telling off my daughter for a horrible comment toward her sister, even though she feels she's correct and justified? When I read this title, I was like, okay, that
it's
sounds
just a dad
reasonable.
just trying to discipline his child.
Yeah.
Now listen to this story.
Okay.
Are you all ready? Okay,
Wait, is this a dad or a mother?
Dad.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. My older daughter is now 31 and my younger daughter is 27.
These are
Okay.
adults.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 years ago, listen, this
Still
is like
adults.
the main thing. 4 years ago, my older daughter's fiance left her for my younger daughter a month before their wedding.
A month?
month?
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Yes, it is as terrible as it sounds. Made even worse by the fact that my younger daughter was 2 months along in her pregnancy.
What? Oh my goodness.
I was extremely disappointed in my younger daughter. They both claimed they were in love and are still married now. Till now. It literally destroyed our family. My older daughter has banned her sister from coming around her, which everyone has been accommodating all these years. It makes holidays very stressful, but it is what it is. I've tried my best to have a good relationship with my grandchild while navigating the family issues. My older daughter has made very cruel comments about my grandchild, which I've ignored. That's a mistake
that
on my
is-
part for not shutting it down. Are you stupid? Okay, let me continue.
Wait, I
No, let me finish. Let me
Okay,
finish.
cool.
In February, my older daughter dropped by our house unexpectedly and encountered my younger daughter, son-in-law,
Oh, no.
and grandchild. It was very tense, and my younger daughter broke down in tears and tried apologizing again and revealed to us that my grandchild was likely on the autism spectrum. And my oldest daughter immediately replied by saying that it's sad that the karma of cheating parents is inflicted on the children, and that maybe and that maybe this will be a lesson for my younger daughter. My son-in-law and my oldest daughter got into a huge fight, and everyone left in tears. I've always been sympathetic to my older daughter and usually have taken her aside, but I think what she said is extremely out of line and mean. I told her that what she said was unacceptable and that she needs to apologize or I will not be having her over anymore. She then told me that my parenting is atrocious and it's no wonder my younger daughter turned out to be a bad word. I've clearly messed up somewhere to have raised two daughters who've made such cruel judgments, but am I wrong for taking a stand on this issue? Both my daughters were lovely people with a lot of success, but our whole family is so angry and sad now. My oldest daughter is the complete opposite of who she used to be, but she refuses to go to therapy even when I offer to pay for it and come with her if she wants. I'm just heartbroken. Okay.
Yeah, my issue is just him kind of not with the way that he told the story was that he was not at all on the side of the older daughter, although
I mean, he said that,
That-
by the end, right?
yeah, by the end he would just want to fix everything. He want to get past through everything. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Wait, who's he?
And the father.
Their dad.
So, do you think accepting the younger daughter and the son-in-law like that would be helping the fixing?
Hold up.
Well,
sorry,
at
sorry,
the
sorry,
end
sorry,
of the
sorry. Is that a
day-
dad asking the question?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was always like thinking of a mom asking that question.
Yeah, the whole story was the dad's.
A dad.
Because
Okay, thank you.
I mean, as you are, first of all, as a parent, you are already in a very tricky situation. Like, you can't just dishonor your other child, right? I mean, the younger daughter. But the thing is, you also have to put up your highest understanding skills for that older daughter because she was really broken, and this younger daughter is the biggest butthole.
And I think a lot of the comments as well under this
Let's not
post.
forget the son-in-law.
The son-in-law, yeah, they're
son-in-law
like the
too.
biggest
Just-
buttholes in this story. What? Like, you are? Oh, I don't like this woman. Let me go with her sister. And and it wasn't
1
just
month before
that she
wedding.
broke. I mean, it wasn't that he broke up with the older sister. He started an affair, right?
Yeah.
Because the younger daughter was
Was
already pregnant.
And then 1 month before their wedding day.
1 month?
Yeah.
When she was already 2 months pregnant?
Exactly.
What the
I
fudge?
I wouldn't know what to do if I was.
The older sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably not ever talk to my younger sister anymore.
Yeah. And would you
So-
think that if you went to your parents' house, just went to your parents' house and you encountered them unexpectedly, because you wouldn't want to talk to them anymore.
This is kind of like where I am leaning towards understanding the dad, because I
Yeah, the dad's
understand
understandable
the
here.
older sister being so mad at the son-in-law and the younger sister, but the way that she commented on the child, that
She
was
didn't
kind
have
of
to
like
take it out on the kid.
too much.
Yeah, but the another thing as well is that there are a lot of comments also that mention that, just because when the sister came, that was when she was crying. The younger sister was like crying, and then she started talking about that, which it wasn't even a
Right.
real diagnosis yet.
It wasn't?
It was just that he may be.
Oh, okay, on the autism spectrum. But see, as an older sister, she should not have taken it out
As
on
an adult.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
as an
Anyone
adult.
who's an
But
adult.
wouldn't
Yeah.
you see
It's
it
not
as
the kid's
like
fault. Autism
Yeah.
spectrum
no,
or not.
yeah? Wouldn't you see it as, because I think the older sister was feeling sorry for the child. You know what I
But
mean?
the way that she commented
No,
on
I
it
don't-
wasn't
No.
wasn't feeling sorry for the child at all. And yeah, it's like the way that she commented on it, at least from the story, it's like she's happy that the child
Yeah, that's
has
what it
that
sounded like.
condition, has that disorder because of how buttholes
But
that
she said
child's
it
parents
sucks.
Not
It sucks
necessarily
that
happy.
the karma.
But so it
It
would
sucks
teach her
that the
a lesson.
karma of cheating parents
Yeah.
Really?
is
though?
inflicted on the child.
Yeah, but I would say, for my opinion, I do not like how the older sister handled
Yeah,
that.
it's a butthole move as well.
Yeah.
But it's
But-
kind of justified. The statement could be like, it doesn't necessarily show that
But
she.
I think there was another part where she also commented on the son.
No, that was the only.
Are you sure? I feel like
Karma. It's sad that the karma of cheating parents is inflicted on children, and maybe this will be a lesson for the sister, the younger sister. Nothing else.
okay, yeah. And about the therapy thing, I do not see anything wrong with that. But I do think that both sides should go to therapy.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah. It's not just the older sister. Although I
Yeah,
would say
why
that the
not
older sister has that, I think, would have the highest or the most amount of traumatic experience. So she
Yeah.
needs to go to therapy. The other sister, on the other hand, she has to go to therapy to be a better person.
Exactly. And the dad too. They should all go to therapy.
I don't really see the dad though. How about you
The
guys?
dad was just kind of late on what he did.
Yeah, it was
Like,
late.
It had
It
to
was
come
the
to
wrong
that
move.
before he was like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe my daughter needs therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should have been a bit earlier. Maybe when she was crying over her broken marriage,
Right.
almost marriage, maybe she needed therapy then.
Yeah, well, there's so much you can do when you slowly lose grasp as
Mm-hmm.
a parent.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were in that mid or late 20s.
Right.
And then the question is, how much parenting are you still like obligated to do?
True.
Yeah, the only part where it was mentioned that this guy might have been a bad parent was from the older sister commenting on how bad of a parent he is. That's why the younger sister became that way, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, we didn't really see anything else. So I don't know. For me,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
it was wrong for him to be, like Hammad said, it was late for him to push his daughter to go on therapy. But then also, I don't see that as his fault, because as an adult, you have to make the choice that I am feeling this way. I had this traumatic experience. I'm broken and hurt. I should go to therapy, because she wasn't under 18. She was an
Right.
adult. She had the choice to go to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And could you imagine, like, if the younger sister and the son-in-law had a wedding, and these
Yes.
parents attended it, and family members attended it, friends, acquaintances attended that wedding.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Imagine
Yeah.
the
What is that phrase
intrigue,
they always
dude.
say? If someone is against
The
this
rumors.
this wedding, they shall stand up and say it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or forever
Yeah.
hold
And then
their
no one
peace.
stood up. Oh no!
Yeah,
wait,
but-
hang on, this is a cheater's wedding. What's going on? No one
Yeah,
said
but-
yeah.
For me as a mom and a dad, that is a very tricky situation. I
Especially
would
as she
probably
was
not attend
pregnant.
my youngest daughter's
Yeah.
wedding.
I
as
wouldn't
me.
accept that.
Yeah, but I mean, again, we go back to them being being adults. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, nowadays you can just have a wedding inside an office. So
Yeah. So maybe that was what happened. We don't
Yeah.
know.
They
Well,
didn't
we
even
don't know.
say how
Okay.
they were wed. Maybe it was like just a contract signing. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
celebration
yeah.
Even.
So what are our verdicts? I would say everyone sucks here.
no, the dad sucks.
In
to
different
be honest.
degrees.
Necessarily.
In
Yeah.
I have a
different
gradient.
degrees.
What?
I have a gradient. Like on top of the butthole list is little young daughter and son-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
and then like next to down, like right near the middle, but still a little bit butthole is the dad and the older
Yeah.
daughter, and then just right outside of the list is the son.
Yeah.
Bless his heart. I hope he grows well.
You mean
Yeah.
the grandson? What? No.
Yeah,
The
the
grandson.
grandson.
Yeah,
Why is-
the,
why is
the
he-
dad's grandson.
Why is he even on the list?
No,
He's
outside,
outside
the
the list.
gradient.
Outside the
Because
gradient.
these are
Okay,
all
yeah.
the characters,
True,
so you have
yeah,
to give
okay.
verdicts to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
get
So
Yeah, I would say for me, they're right in the middle for the older, not above the the middle line. You know, they're right in the middle for the dad and the older sister. For me.
yeah, and then
and
ri-
then
on the extreme side
extreme side of buttholeness
is younger daughter and,
and
son-in-law.
son-in-law.
What do you think, Heiko?
No, I'm totally with Hammad on this one. I love the gradient metaphor.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Justice can't be black and white.
Mm-hmm.
No, it
Yeah.
has to be black and white, but real life is not black and white.
Not
black and
true.
white.
Yeah.
Okay, that was so juicy.
That was so
That was
good.
so
Juicy.
juicy.
I don't
Juicy
want.
buttholes?
so
No,
dramatic.
thank
I don't
you.
want anyone to rate a butthole story with juicy.
Oh no.
Yes, please don't do that.
I know that it's
Okay.
been it's
Okay.
become
Ooh, should we say creamy?
it has become a
No.
favorite word of yours
That's
lately,
even
but
worse.
I'm not gonna. No.
Would
You're
you
not a
say it's
fan?
Because we're
moist?
spilling tea. All right, our
All right.
last story of the day. I kind of wanted this to be a segment. Just
Like a
reading the subreddit.
Recurring thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll be judging
Yeah,
people
there are
if they're
lots
the
of
real
subreddits we
buttholes.
could do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go.
Am I the butthole for telling a guy with autism off because he wouldn't stop talking about something he knows nothing about?
When I read this title, I was like, okay, she's the a-hole. And then
It's a she, huh?
yeah, and then I read the
Yeah.
story.
Okay.
I 29 female, 3 years into I'm 3 years into my PhD. Oh. I have basically published many papers and been a co-author of even more. I've done field studies and teach at a uni. Basically, I know my field.
Okay.
I speak a few languages and teach a group of people outside of work. We meet up once a week and talk in that language. We are all friends and it's very casual. Last week, one person of the group asked if they could bring a mate, K, we'll call,
Let's call
him
him
K, from work who's interested in the language too.
Wait,
What
K like
language
the
is
letter
this?
or kale like the superfood?
It's just the
K.
initial so
K.
that
Letter.
they wouldn't reveal the name.
She said that her mate is on the spectrum and he might not know when to stop talking. I said, bring him along and we'll see how he fits in. The actual lesson went well and we were all happy. Usually, some people stick around a bit after and we just have a few drinks. And this is when it started.
Okay.
Ooh.
As it turns out, Kay is interested in my field of study. He asked me
Which
some
is?
questions and I was happy to answer. Huh?
Which is
She really didn't mention exactly what the field was, but she knows her field.
Okay.
she knows her field. Okay.
As it turns out, Kay is interested in my field of study. He asked me some questions and I was happy to answer. But then it started getting weird. He kept arguing with me and correcting me, quote unquote, telling me what I apparently misunderstood and so on. It was quite awkward, and my other friends tried to gently let him know that he was probably out of line. He kept asking me about my opinion on studies and papers in an aggressive, almost questioning way. The last straw was when he told me that I misinterpreted the findings of a study that I was a co-author of.
Oh.
I was sick of it, and I said, "Listen, buddy, I know you think that you know everything about this field, but if you had actually bothered to read who, quote, et al. Is that right?
Yep.
Et al.
Yeah.
Then you know that I wrote this effing paper, so please just shut up." Not my proudest moment, I admit, but at this point he'd be trying to, quote, beat me for over 30 minutes.
Oh.
He left after that, but later messaged me that he'd informed my uni of my discriminatory behavior towards people with autism.
Oh, ew.
Now
okay,
I'm
that
wondering
seals
if I
it.
went too far.
That just puts a cap on it. It's done. We're done.
Yeah. It's it's tricky because then you'd always have to walk on glass when
Okay, but you
when
clearly...
the first thing that people tell you is that they're bringing someone with this or with that.
and
with
she
that.
did, and she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But she obviously noticed that this guy is smart, can bring him, knows how to handle himself among people.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yes. I completely agree with that. And again, we always go back to being adults. When you're there in that gathering, I would assume that you're all educated enough to limit yourselves with your comments, have a healthy conversation. And I don't think she is a butthole.
same.
Well, if
I'm
she
sorry, I
if she had
said
said something like if she had said something like, "Oh, we couldn't assume that you would know that because you have autism." Duh.
Yeah, or
right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, treating him as a normal person who's just irritating her,
Yeah.
I think is the good move, because you can't just let that happen because you're thinking of his condition, right? I mean, people still have to be disciplined in some
Exactly.
sort, and yeah.
And that move of him like saying, "I'm gonna," what's that, report, blah blah
Right.
blah. It's like, it's kind of telling of how he used.
Yeah, and
his-
the way that he said it for her discriminatory behavior
against people with
with
autism.
autism.
Yeah,
That's
nope.
yeah.
So I feel like we all have the same verdict.
What does the audience say? The commenters on this one?
NTA.
Almost, actually, all of them are NTA, not the butthole. There's
Okay,
one person
not the
that said,
butthole.
right, this is like really intense, but the person said, "Yep, some little boy got told he was autistic, and that meant he was so smart and special, and he was given a free pass on behaving like an egotistical, entitled butthole because autism." Not the
Oof.
butthole original poster. This kid is in for a rude awakening.
Yeah. Well, very harsh, but there's truth in it.
Some truth in it, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe take it down a notch on the rude comment. but-
Yeah, he just got so worked up. He was so mad. Yeah, also just piggybacking here, I'm hearing a lot of comments like, quote, "You didn't have to correct him so harshly." As a woman also doing graduate studies, it's crazy the amount of times a man has tried to explain my research to me.
Yeah.
Standing up for yourself is awesome. I understand original poster's frustration. Some dudes just need a major wake-up call. They don't know everything.
Yeah, that's also the thing that really kind of sealed it for me when people would comment on your work without even, of course, reading it.
Exactly.
Because if you read it, because if he did read it, he would know that he's talking to the author.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Being a know-it-all in things they don't know anything about.
So verdicts, guys. I've already said mine.
NTB, not the butthole.
NTB. NTB,
Not the
NTB.
butthole at all.
But
Nice stories.
I still don't like the fact that she is apparently full of, like, completely secure in everything she does, but she still needs to look up other people's opinions on Reddit to ask if she's a butthole. Just saying.
Maybe this was more like a celebratory pat on the back for herself.
Yeah. She needed that because she probably felt bad, like a tiny bit bad as well.
Yeah, I think
So she just wanted to be sure.
yeah, you could look at it both ways. Either she was
Because-
just seeking validation, or she was just trying to seek opinion because
She had some
she
guilt.
didn't know. Yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't know if she did the correct thing or not, and she wanted
we
to.
got this, like the little feeling that you get when you're playing with your playmate, and then you kick them a little too hard in the shin, and then they go like, "I'm telling." You get scared no
Yeah,
matter if you
yeah.
think you are right or wrong. So maybe that's what she's feeling right now. What's the uni gonna do to me? What do you think? Was I right?
And I like this
But, yeah.
community because it's like people will be straight up honest with you, and as long as you give the story the way it's like. No, actually, they will be honest whatever happens because like we saw the dad
Mhm.
talk about the
And
fling.
people saw right through it.
Exactly. So it's a cool
Well,
community.
but honesty
where-
doesn't always help you if the people are stupid. But yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to think of the reactions of the people that tried to post that looking for like sympathy, and then everyone just bombards them with "You're the butthole."
Yeah, because I think the whole thought of this community was for people to post because they're kind of like torn whether they are the butthole
Yeah,
or not,
yeah.
and then suddenly it's confirmed that they are
They are,
indeed
yeah.
the butthole.
Ooh, that would hurt.
That would also give them like a wake up call.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, guys, what do you think our takeaway is for today?
I think our takeaway should be candy. Like the
Ooh.
one,
Oh.
What type of candy?
like the jelly belly bean boozled jelly beans, if you know them.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes.
I love them.
Yeah, we
You know-
used to
oh,
play
wow.
games with that.
You know,
Obsessed.
the one that
Still
usually looks
obsessed
like
with them.
lime actually tastes like lawn clippings. Or
Yeah,
the one
and the
that's
one that-
supposed to taste like chocolate pudding. Tastes like
Dirt.
Which one? Huh?
Is
What
it
flavors?
dirt or dog?
It's
Or
canned
dog food.
Dog
Yeah,
food.
w-
There's
No,
also
you couldn't,
another one
apparently.
with popcorn and then rotten egg.
Oh, the rotten egg is
No,
the
moldy
worst.
cheese.
It is-
Vomit, rotten
Oh, moldy
egg.
cheese,
Oh no,
right?
buttered
Vomit,
popcorn is
rotten
rotten
egg, moldy
egg, and
cheese are the
caramel
worst.
corn is moldy cheese.
See,
Sorry-
I
sorry
know
for
my beans.
And then
explaining
and
things
then
to you.
there's booger.
Yes, there's booger.
Juicy pear becomes booger,
Yeah, or booger.
Yeah.
and coconut becomes baby wipes.
And
Yeah.
it's-
Oh,
that
the baby
doesn't
wipes
sound-
isn't that bad.
That doesn't
isn't
sound
It's
bad.
not
just like
bad.
toothpaste, you know?
No, it wasn't like toothpaste.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a very fragrant candy.
Medicine or something. Like that. And the scary part is they taste accurate.
Yeah.
would
The
you know?
barf tastes like barf. Because if you barf and
Oh,
you taste your
no.
barf, right? And it tastes like there's bile and like mixed up food.
Stomach
It
accident.
just
Moving
tastes like
on,
puke.
Heiko,
Okay.
why do you think?
Because
Why do you think?
sometimes you can be like one of those beans, right? You can just look at yourself and you're all colorful and nice, and you think you taste like
Juicy pear.
banana or berry blue or peach, and then when you look at it from the outside, you're actually just pencil
rotten
shavings or toothpaste or barf. Yeah,
Oh, rotten egg.
Yeah.
but there's a way to get rid of this buttholeness.
Not
You
yet.
gotta- You gotta keep chewing and find out whether you're
Yeah.
chewing on a butthole or not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for the people around you. They wouldn't have any choice, or maybe yourself even. Chew it up so that you'll realize.
Yeah, chew.
If
Chew
it's
is
a
like
butthole or not.
self-reflecting,
Right.
things like that. So keep chewing.
Keep chewing your what?
No.
Jelly belly bean boozled jelly beans buttholeness.
Till you figure out what you really taste like.
Uh-huh.
And then
Cool. And
Might
then
be a
wash it
butthole.
off because sometimes or most of the time, for me, I would always get the bad flavor.
yeah, we're so unlucky. Yeah, that happens to me.
So, and you can't escape it, honestly.
Because you really wouldn't know.
Yeah, the
unless
only
you chew.
only thing that you would make you feel better is if you drink a glass of water.
And you would never swallow it. You would always spit it out.
Yeah.
You would chew it like once.
Yeah, you can't. I can't. Yeah, no.
Well,
no.
and sometimes,
And
like
then
the
I
guy in our
drink
first
water.
story, you have to just keep chewing and live with a result instead of just
Yep.
Yeah.
chewing it out, because that
Yeah.
what makes people drug addicts.
Oh no.
So
Just swallow
people
the fact
who
that you're a butthole.
Yes, swallow the fact.
Yeah. So for people who would realize, who chewed and realized that they are the bad flavors, we could advise you to just drink a glass of water with ice and lemon to cleanse
Yes.
To cleanse.
your
Butthole
bad
miss.
behavior.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. This is the outro by me. Follow our Instagram
Oh,
at hanajipuri.com,
no. Oh,
at
no.
potatogami. Did I say .com? .com?
Yes.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. At hanajipuri on Instagram, at potatogami, where Hammad shows off his...
It's potato_gami.
Oh, that's probably very important, right? Otherwise,
Yes.
you wouldn't find it. Yeah, so do that at potato_gami because, well, you'll get your mind blown, people. I dropped the German accent because I want to keep my dignity intact. Speaking of dignity, my Instagram account, my personal Instagram account, is just full of dignity because there's nothing that could remotely just put a scratch on it. At Heiko Heilig, if you have the time. And at Yaspuri, not Yasin Puri. That's why I don't find him. At Yaspuri, don't forget to check his YouTube, Spotify, Deezer, Spreaker, Twitter, LinkedIn. What else is there? Reddit,
No. Snapchat.
Snapchat.
OnlyFans?
No, YouTube, Spotify, and others, which are linked on his Instagram and on... What?
Don't put that in, yes.
Which one?
Nothing.
Okay.
He
Oh, I'm-
asked me if there was an OnlyFans included.
Oh no!
Let's
Bruh.
continue like nothing happened.
Okay, don't forget to check all those accounts. And of course, the most important thing in the history of everything ever is to check the 4 Takeaway podcast on Instagram for updates, announcements, and just plain old crew content. That is it for today's episode. Tune in next week to find out which takeaways we 4 weirdos have picked to talk about next. Hopefully that completes your order. Thanks for listening to
The
The
4
4
Takeaway
Takeaway
Podcast. Yay!
Bye, don't be buttholes.
Would you like that for dining?
or for takeaway.
For takeaway.